Reporter Guy here, and I am not going to address the content of the recent alleged Super Smash Bros. Leaks, but I want to get something off my chest. If, as a lot of people suspect, the leaks are real, then the person behind the leaks, I'm sure they've been fired from where they're at. I'm sure they're probably going to get sued. And I hope he lives with that regret for the rest of his life. Because when you leak a game that's being extremely hyped, like prior to its release, and spoil a ton of stuff, that is a bad thing for everyone involved. It's bad for the consumers because it can really hurt the hype for a game. When a lot of hidden stuff is exposed before it's unveiled properly. For some people, it would take away some of the incentive to even play the game. It's bad for the developers because confidential information being leaked really could possibly put a strain on possible sales. And it's bad for the person who did it because, for those of you who don't know, an NDA, or non-disclosure agreement, is basically part of a signed contract saying that you do not reveal information about a game prior to its release or official announcement. It's like, it's like companies don't want secrets getting out before a game is released. And so anybody who violates that, they're pretty much opening up a can of worms that'll devour their entire career. I mean, not only are they going to get fired from the company they worked at and probably sued, well, they can be legally sued, but think about what the implications it could have for any future employment, not just in the industry, but in general. They are pretty much ruining their lives to disclose information that was probably going to be revealed to us in the next few weeks anyway. I feel to see how it's worth it. So, bottom line, if you're working in any media industry, well, a fictional media, always remember, NDA is serious business. Well, that's all I have to say about that. Reminder, SabotenCon is in Glendale, Arizona this weekend, and I'm going to be attending there as a guest. Well, not as a guest, but as an attendee. So, if any of my viewers out there are in the Phoenix, Arizona area and are going to be attending that event, I'll be hanging out there. Anyways, user questions. Reminder, if you want to send me a user question on YouTube, go to my channel, click the About tab, and then click the Send Message button, and that's what you do. First question comes from Rebel06, who asks, why do you call For Glory mode in the new Smash Bros. For the memes? The memes. Well, to put it simply, it's because of the rules of For Glory. It's no items, and it takes place on a Final Destination version of a stage. For those of you who really don't follow the internet that much, there is an old Smash Bros. Related meme going around, pretty much generalizing the attitude of competitive Smash players. No items, Fox only, Final Destination. Yeah, I know generalizing is stupid and sometimes harmful, yet some people do it anyway, which is really stupid. But For Glory mode seems to be catering to that type of mindset, to the idea of that meme. Next question comes from Blaze Studios XY, who asks, thoughts on Ghirahim being an assist trophy in Smash 4? I'll admit I'm a little disappointed, because I was kind of hoping Ghirahim would be playable. I mean, I'm one of the people on the side of the fence who loved Skyward Sword. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was... I actually got kind of invested in the characters. And I liked Ghirahim as a villain. He was a rather interesting twist on the overtly dark and menacing villain. He was more of that creepy kind of villain. Kind of shades of, a few shades of Kefka, maybe. And it's like, he talks poetically, he acts all flamboyant. He's generally an entertaining villain. And then there was the fights with him, especially the last one. Definitely intense. So he's the kind of character I would have liked to see playable in Smash Bros. 4. Seeing him reduced to an assist trophy, it's kind of like Little Mac all over again. You know how Little Mac was an assist trophy in Brawl when he might have been viable as a playable character? Heck, Little Mac's playable in Smash 4. That's proof enough. Think about that. Next question comes from Star of Wishes, who asks, any thoughts on the Etrian Odyssey series? I don't really have any thoughts, to be honest, because the only thing I've played of Etrian Odyssey was a demo of Etrian Odyssey 4. I'm gonna be honest with you, Etrian Odyssey, for some odd reason, doesn't really appeal to me. For those who don't know, Etrian Odyssey is a dungeon crawler where you fill in maps of dungeons as you go. It's sort of like that real kind of old school style of RPG. But for some reason, I guess it just doesn't appeal to me as much as it does to others. I don't know why. Next we have Nefinland, who asks, thoughts on Pokken fighters? Oh boy! I am going to be honest with you. This looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, we have a Tekken-style, well, Tekken-esque fighting game. In fact, it's a collaboration between the Pokemon Company and the people behind Tekken, that being Namco Bandai. And from the footage I've seen so far, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And it really shows that Nintendo's willing to take creative risks in these collaborations. I mean, Hyrule Warriors, now Pokken Fighters, and I wonder what's going to be next. Halo Metroid Evolved? I'm just wishful thinking there. Yeah, bad joke is bad. Next question, final question, comes from Kunimitsu877. What's your opinion on cross-dressers? That's an odd question to ask on a video like this. Let me put it to you this way. It ain't my business how people dress.